Liverpool, everybody. I just wanted to come back and say, you know, I'm just so happy that things worked out the way they did. Obviously, with Klopp, that's probably an obvious thing to say. But let me unpack that statement. As Liverpool supporters, we look in envy, maybe a bit jealous, maybe a bit salty, when we see a guy like Antonio Conte coming to the Prem, win the league, the first league, his first year. Ranieri takes over at Leicester, wins the league. Pep comes in, not the first year, but the second year wins it, and then does a double. We see things like that happen, and it's like, damn, when is it going to be our turn? You leaving? Yeah. All right. Love you. Thanks. Had to say goodbye to the wife, but you know, it's and then you look at the way we've done it, and honestly, I would prefer that because the managers I just named, of course, Pep. Okay, he that's the kind of the one that sticks out because he did it twice, broke a bunch of records which we're on verge of breaking this year, by the way. But just the patient build. We've had to be patient. We've had to be patient, but my Lord, has it not produced incredible fruit at the end? And that's what I've always talked about. Can we get to the end, and when is it going to bear fruit? It's finally bearing fruit. I know I'm talking early like it's done, because to me it is done. And the undefeated thing, well, let me go back to the coaching thing. And so it's just so nice to see that now this is something that is sustainable. It's not like a one-hit wonder thing. At least that's not how I see it. As strong as we are now, we're only going to get stronger. And we've said it before, the Champions League trophy, that win was the start of some incredible times for us. And I think when we said that and felt that, it wasn't like a hope. It was pretty much a guaranteed assuredness within us to say, yeah, this is going to be incredible. We're going to destroy this league, probably for years to come. So as good as it was what City did, and City, we gave them everything they wanted and more last season. It was a Vincent, depending on how you look at it, it was a Vincent Company goal, or it was a couple of draws from us. Either way, it's 59 games, 50 wins, one loss, 8 draws, something like that. I mean, it's something like that. I could be wrong. I think I got that right. It's incredible, man. When you really just sit back and look at it, it's incredible. And there's people saying stuff like this is a weak league. People that I really respect. What's up, HH? I just don't look. Almost every league, if not every league, bar maybe Bundesliga this season. I think they got a title race going on there. But the Premier League has been the best league for some time now. Let's not forget we have in both European competitions, Champions League, to a lesser degree Europa League. It was 4 Premier League teams. If that doesn't show dominance, I don't know what it shows. Now, who knows what will happen this season? But surely if that happens again, can you really question it? And my thing is, we're just so good right now that it looks like that. And I'll take it. If we dominate the Premier League for the next couple of seasons, great. But it doesn't mean that the Premier League isn't good. And again, like the Liga is always a 2, maybe 3 with Atletico in there. But it's usually Barcelona, Real Madrid. I mean, when's the last time anyone else has won the league there? And maybe have done it, consistently. Obviously, in Italy, Serie A, that's Juve all day. In Bundesliga, usually it's Bayern, Dortmund. This season, of course, you got Gladbach and a few other teams in there that are chasing for that. So, that's kind of a ridiculous statement to me. But I get it, especially when your team isn't doing much. It's easy to sit back and say, yeah, this league is just weak. Liverpool are making a mockery of it. Maybe we are, but I'll take it. But yeah, it's just something that doesn't seem like it's going to be a flash in the pan. It doesn't seem like it's going to be just like we're just good for a season and that's it. The run this team has been on, the run at Anfield, I don't even know the stat on that. Maybe someone knows, let me know in the comment section, but that's ridiculous. We've gone a whole calendar year, people, 12 months without losing a game. Have Juventus done that? Maybe they have. I'm sure there's another team who's either done it or going to come close to it, but either way, that's an incredible feat. As good as City were, I don't think they went a calendar year without losing. So, again, as I said last night, it's when you welcome a team like Sheffield United that are a good team, and just make them look ordinary, and make them look like what probably a lot of people thought they'd be coming into the season. I think they were definitely one of the top three teams before a ball was kicked in the season that people thought, just based on their name, I guess, or maybe if they watched some of their football in the championship, they'd be a relegation team. Far from that, and I think as long as they keep Wilder and keep doing decent business. Look, they don't have a lot of money like some of the other teams around us. Even when they were in the championship, they weren't a team that was getting a lot of the money or a lot of money in their club. They don't have a lot of money in their club, is what I'm saying. But they have a great manager, great goalkeeper, I think, and a good team to build around. But we made them look pretty damn bad, worse than they are. I'll say that last night. I mean, I don't remember any real chances they had. I'm sure they may have had one that went right to the keeper, cool, but they just didn't trouble us all game. And to see that be the case, whereas opposed to when we went to their place, they were in the game. And look, you can say they were in the game for longer periods because it was only 1-0. But when you watch that game, they really weren't. And I haven't seen the match stats and possession and all that, but I don't need to. The eye test, they weren't really in that game. According to the score, sure. But, getting that second goal was much needed. Probably could have gotten a third here or there, but I just think when we got 2-0, it was like, okay, look, let's take the foot off the gas a little bit. Made some changes, took some guys off, and get ready for Everton. But I just love this journey, and it just feels like something that I think I would prefer because, again, it's a long-lasting thing. Some of these other managers that come in and get it quickly, it's quick and that's it. They're not winning back-to-back, or they're not even looking like they're going to win back-to-back. Obviously, City being the only team, but Leicester wasn't going to come in and win back-to-back. They did good the second season, was in the Champions League, went further than I thought they'd go in that, but then their team broke up. You don't see that in this team. You don't see a situation where, like Antonio Conte, where, down tools. Players are wanting them out. There's the rift within the club. Players aren't playing for him. None of those things you're going to see with this team. And you see with City, yes, 2 back-to-back is great. But you can see even in that second season, give them respect for it, things started to look a little, funny. They weren't really dominating the way they were. Yes, they were on a crazy winning streak to actually win the title, and, fair play to them for that. But that was about us just not doing what we need to do to make draws into wins. And that's what we've done this season. United draw, got it. That probably was our worst performance, if not this season, in a long time. Maybe the worst performance under Klopp. Maybe that's going too far. But that was a really bad performance. But, it's just this streak that we're on is just, as the song says, man, we're never going to stop. It doesn't look like it. And, I think the undefeated thing is a reality. I think it's definitely a reality. And I believe it'll come true. If it doesn't, will I be upset? No. But honestly, I just don't see us losing. Drawing a game here or there, I don't really see that either. But I definitely, I can more so envision that than a loss. I just don't know when it's going to come. I don't care who it is. Now, Champions League coming up, got to manage things, and hopefully we can keep guys fit. It's unfortunate that here or there we're losing dudes. Hope Naby isn't serious. I didn't really get to listen. Well, I did hear Klopp say that he won't be fit for Everton. But it's always hard to tell with Klopp. He doesn't really give a lot away, which I like. So hopefully that's just like he's missing Everton, but he'll be back. If it's a hammy, Lord knows how long it can be. But Minamino will be able to see him soon. You got to believe he'll play in the Everton game. But as long as we're getting guys back, hopefully by the end of this month, February. But we just can't afford to be getting any more knocks. We really can't. I think Klopp said we're down to 12, 13, maybe 14 guys, if that. Knock on wood, we keep fit, and I think that's the only thing that not even can derail the season, because even with injuries, obviously we're showing that we can still get wins one way or another, no matter how it looks. But I'd like to see less injuries and just try to get some guys back. Ox, Fab, of course. Matip, Lovren, stuff like that. So, just really proud of the team. I just wanted to come and just say that because I'm looking on Twitter and I'm seeing things, and I'm just thinking back on teams that have won it and how those fans may have thought this could be something that we can continue, and it just doesn't happen because they didn't have a patient approach. It was like, let's do it now, let's get it now, which is great, cool. Look, if it happened for us, Liverpool, and we finally had won it and we got one, and then we weren't that great the next couple of seasons, then maybe we got back up, okay. But I think, looking back and in hindsight, I think this is the way that I think most clubs, if they were honest, would want their team to look like. A manager coming in, building something, being patient, taking some time, sure, but finally getting to the point where you can dominate on all levels. So I just think it's a great map that Klopp has put out, and surely you'll see other managers trying to copy it. I think right now Klopp is at the top of his game, and right now you can't really. There's no other manager better than him right now. You can't do it. We do it with players as far as who's in form right now, who's better right now, who's the best striker right now. Man, Klopp is the best football manager in the world right now. It's as simple as that. The things he's doing with these players, how he's developing these dudes into world-class talents is just, it's incredible. Notice I didn't say made, because I hate the whole, we made Coutinho, we made no. We're developing these